Welcome back, students. In this lecture, we will start our past web mapping. So let's do that. I will first go to my htdocs directory and create a folder there. htdocs inside batch 3. I'll create another folder and I will call that past web map. Okay. And I will start my gem. I start the Apache server. Start my Sublime text. And I'll open that newly created folder inside my Sublime text past web map. Okay, and I'll close this on. I'll initiate an HTML. First, I'll set that. So inside our first web map, we'll create a file and save that. Sorry. First web map. Let's call it webmap.html. Okay, instead of our first web map, it is webmap.html. All files. Let's create an HTML tag and give it a title. First web map. Okay. Let's save that and let's try to load it in our browser. So I'll open my localhost, set the localhost, which is batch 3, and first web map, webmap.html. So actually there is nothing here, and you can see the title has been changed to first web map. And if I open my console panel, there is no error there, so we are good to go. So let's do that. So what we need first, we need to include our leaflet into our header. We can do so from the leaflet official website. We'll go to the download, and inside that is the latest version of the leaflet 1.9.4 when I am recording that. But I will be not using the latest version. I'll be using version 1.7.0. You can use the latest version. It's completely okay. But in the latest versions, the icons are a bit smaller compared to the older versions. So actually, I don't like the smaller icons. It does not look that much good to me. Maybe the developers will fix that in their next release. So I'm using the version 1.7.0. It is all the same. So I will go to this CDN.js and choose the version 1.7.0. Okay. And from here, we will be needing the leaflet.js file and leaflet source.js file and leaflet.css file. Okay, so let's first copy this on, and I'll be copying the URL, and inside our Sublime text here I will be including a link as a link. It is a style sheet in the href. I'll pass this link that I have copied from there. So our leaflet CSS library has been included there. I'll create some space, and in the script tag I include in the source.js and leaflet source.js. So I will be copying the URL, and here I'll paste it, and I'll create another script tag, and inside the source I'll be passing leaflet source.js. Copy URL has been copied, paste it here. Okay. And after that we'll be needing jQuery and Bootstrap. So let's include that. Actually, we can include jQuery directly from here. Let's search jQuery 3.7.1. So is the latest version, we'll be using that, no problem. You can also use other versions which are greater than 3. So for jQuery, we'll be needing this jQuery.js file 3.7.1. So I'll copy the URL and in the script tag, I paste it here. And after that, we'll be needing our Bootstrap. So let's do that. So I'll search for W3 school. And I choose the Bootstrap 3. Bootstrap get started. Like this. So we'll be needing this bootstrap.main.css file. So I'll copy this line of code. Okay. And let's include that inside our link. So I have the link, all the style sheets stacked in one place and all the JavaScript is stacked in another place. It looks good and keeps the code organized. So after we have included our Bootstrap, we'll be including the jQuery UI that will be needed. So I will search for jQuery UI CDN and I'll include that from here. In the download option, I'll be using the version on 1.12.1. I'll choose that. And after that, I will hit the download button. So it has been downloaded. I'll open my download folder and I'll copy that. I'll go, maybe I'll create a shortcut so that I can take a quick access. Okay, now I can quickly come here and inside our first Webmap, I'll get another folder and I call it the source. Okay. And inside the source, I will paste the GIF file and I will extract it. Let's say extract in jQuery. Actually, we'll be needing the CSS file jQuery UI.min.css and jQuery UI jQuery UI.min.js file and jQuery UI.min.css file. So we will be needing these two files. Okay, so let's copy these two and Ctrl C, set the source folder and paste it here, and I'll delete this two files here. And now I'll refer it in my heading. So now we have a source folder here, and let's refer it here inside the link, href, source, and I need to type exactly the name as it is. So it is jQuery DIY hyphen UI dot min dot CSS. Okay. And in the script tag, it is jQuery UI dot min dot JS. Okay. So we are all good to go. And we add other extensions here that one by one. Okay. So now we initiate our first web app. Actually, the lecture is getting longer, so I'll stop it here. And in the next lecture, we will continue it from here. Let's try to load it here and see that if it's any error. So actually, there is no error here, so we're good to go. Okay, so see you in the next lecture.